All right. You don't want to fucking sell? That's fine. That's fine.
Where would you like to fly to?
Lay your blade.
Janet!
Oh, gonna come at me now probably.
Stealth.
It's his chance while I'm the one fighting a mob. Maybe. Yeah. That's a max rank dot. Back out. Jack has better mana right now. Oh, he should be pressing. Pressuring. He also wants to drink. Okay. I fell behind in mana because I tried to nuke harder and faster. But I guess it's safer to drink as well. That shield was not good.
Bot Rix has correctly joined the channel.
That's a max rank dot. Blackout, and he dies. Ah, he used his racial here. Maybe I can connect one mana burn. Mana burns. Yeah, that's better. Oh. I respect that. Blackout. Here, Mind Blast, kill, or nade for extra damage. Oh, it missed. Oh no, it didn't miss. Nice. I thought it missed because the fear made him turn in the last moment. Against a healer priest or like discipline, whatever, the best is to set up like a set of CCs and try to kill him in that. And mana burn is scary if he gets to do it a lot. Have to respect the mana burn.
So in Diablo 2 Resurrected, sets really aren't used hardly at all. But notice I said hardly. Some of the set pieces and even the full sets are used sometimes. Now these are the only set pieces in Diablo 2 Resurrected that I believe the average Diablo 2 player needs to know about. Now real quickly before we jump in here, do let me know down in the comments if there's anything else that you like to use or something you maybe think I forgot about. But remember, this is pieces that the average Diablo 2 player would actually use. I'm not talking about a build that, you know, would take like 60 high runes in order to make, or some super obscure like level 9 sorceress melee only PvP build or something along those lines. These are items the average Diablo 2 Resurrected player need to know about. Well, you might recognize what we're looking at right here, and this is actually probably the best full set in all of Diablo 2 Resurrected. This is full Tal Rashas. And also, I do got to mention a little bit towards the end, there's actually some individual pieces that are good to use on their own. Now, this full set includes the Tal Rashas Lidless Eye, we got Tal Rashas Herodric Crest, that's the helmet. We got Tal Rashas Guardianship, that's the body armor, of course. We got Tal Rashas Fine Spun Cloth, obviously talking about the belt, and Tal Rashas Amulet. Now, this is a good sorceress amulet, even without using the entire set. There's a ton of sorceresses, especially early on in ladder, that use this Tal Rashas amulet. You can actually fight it pretty early, even in like Nightmare, but it's actually really good just on its own for sorceresses. Another great piece to use on its own is actually the mask up here, but it's not great to use on its own on a sorceress. It's actually great to use over here on your Act 2 mercenary early on. Now, you can tell it doesn't really look like a caster's helmet right here. You got mana and life leech. I mean, your mercenary doesn't need to leech mana, but that 10 life leech is crucial on a mercenary to keep them alive. Other things to keep that mercenary alive: 60 to life, and what is also huge on a mercenary early on, that 15 to all resistance. These things are actually kind of expensive the first few days or the week of ladder. Eventually people get their Andaro's Visages or make their Cure Helm or some other options, so these kind of drop down in price and they're easier to get your hands on. But really, no matter what, this is a dang good option for that Act 2 mercenary. One important thing to look for when you get this set, the 2-2-2 on the Lightning, Cold, and Fire masteries. Now, they can be 1 to 2, and it's not going to be the end of the world. Definitely use it, but that is kind of like the perfect roll on the orb. It's going to be very important. First, we'll go over what the full set is, and this is what makes it so good on the sorceress. It's just absolutely amazing set, I'm going to be perfectly honest. 3 to Sorc skills. We got 50 to all res down there, 65 to magic find. That's kind of the most noteworthy things for the full set bonus, but notice the partial set bonuses there in green. Another Sorc skill, minus to 15 to lightning and fire, and plus to the cold skill damage, which I'm very glad they made that plus, because you get so much minus from the cold mastery already. You don't need any more, so that's a very smart thing to add there. You can see the mask doesn't get any other partial set bonus, but awesome to get an extra 10 FCR here on the armor. And great, look at all those resistances, look at all that magic find. The armor by itself is also great. Looking down at the belt, we get another 10 FCR. So Arachnid's Mesh, you'd usually get 20, but hey, you can make up some FCR here.
Go between your butt cheeks, down between your schnitzel sack, and just sniff the suds, and you go, okay, that's what she's talking about.
You make up some there on the armor. You get some dex to go ahead and maybe equip stuff or go ahead and get your block rate up. 15 in magic find never hurts either. Also cool to get here up on the amulet, kind of like a caster amulet, you get another 10 FCR up here, so it makes you able to reach those breakpoints to make the sorceress very good with these Tal Rashas pieces. So in general, the armor is one of the harder ones to get, and it's kind of one of the most valuable, but early on in ladder, the amulet is incredibly valuable before people start crafting a ton and getting way more 2 to Sorc skills amulets that way. But keep your eye out for these Tal Rashas pieces. Next up, we're going to take a look at the set for the Necromancer, and you absolutely can use the full set, but quite often it is not, because people find it more beneficial to just use a 3-piece set, and that we're talking about the Trangul set. Now, the 3 pieces that we are using, you can see right here is the head, but this is going to be like the shield right here. We got down here on the Trangul's girth, that's the belt, and the Trangul's claw, which is of course the gloves over here. The gloves by themselves, great, used on a ton of caster builds, but for the Necromancer you get 2 curses, helps you out a tiny bit. Curse is not the most important, but you get 20 FCR. It's got 25 poison skill damage, so on a poison necro, man, you gotta go with these, right? The cold res, also good to get right there. Over on the belt, super clutch, super important on the belt, cannot be frozen. Now, casters can kind of get away without having cannot be frozen. It's mandatory on melee characters, so sometimes even barbarians will use this Trangul's belt in order to get cannot be frozen, because you don't want to have to necessarily maybe throw on a Ravenfrost to get the cannot be frozen, because you get cold damage, body shatter, you can't use find item. But also important to know, you get more reses right here too. You get 40 more cold, you get that 50 mana and 66 to life. Those help you out of course as well. But the big shebang is what you're going to see on the shield, aka the Cantor trophy over here. Look down at the bottom, the little green words right there. Minus 25 to enemy poison res. Minus res when it goes towards the element that you're actually casting is so incredibly powerful in Diablo 2 Resurrected. It's hard to understate. So this is kind of one of the biggest reasons, even people with their end game, like when they have their gear set exactly the way they want it, they'll use this really cheap 3-piece partial set on their poison necros. Now, besides just the minus 25 poison res, you could go ahead and stick a fast and get that up even a little bit higher like you see right here, but it also gets 2 to poison and bone skills, you get increased block chance, 25 strength, 15 dex. You got fire and poison res on there as well. So this 3-piece set is really great. Now there are a few more pieces for the Trang set, and you can go ahead and do the full set and you turn into one of the ghouls, I believe they're called, and you know, it's a little bit different, it's a little bit strange. Some people don't like it, some people do. It's going to be up to you whether you really want to use the full Trangs, but I'm going to be honest, probably 90-95% of the time from what I see, what I hear from other people, this 3-piece Trang set, the head, the belt, and the gloves is what everyone goes to on their poison necros. So you might notice we're still on the necromancer, but we swapped some stuff around and actually threw on a set piece that I believe you need to be knowing about. And this one is actually crucial at the beginning of ladder or the beginning of single player. And we're actually talking about a staff, shockingly enough. Nedge's Puzzler. Now the most crucial thing for this is kind of only on the offhand. You kind of swap back to your main hand when you're attacking, but when you want to move around faster, you obviously don't have Enigma right at the beginning of ladder. Well, look down there, level 11 teleport charges. You have 69 charges.
Nice.
Now this is one I actually want to show you because I've actually done this before, and this is why I want to bring it to your attention and make sure you know about it. Now, if you don't have Enigma early on, which of course you're not going to, right? You can go ahead and use this, and I'm going to be careful because, I mean, this character isn't really set up to be slaying monsters in a Chaos Sanctuary like this. But with the number of charges you have on this, you can go ahead and teleport around literally the entire Chaos Sanctuary as if you had yourself an Enigma. It's absolutely crazy. This number of charges, you can see it going down over there. We're in the 40s. You can teleport around the whole thing, bing, bang, boom. So I'm just kind of doing it just to show you can cover the whole area. You can reposition your mercenary, you can reposition your summons and stuff, and you can go ahead around the entire Chaos Sanctuary. See right there, usually it ends up with 10 or 20 charges left there on the staff. But another thing I will note to you, if you go ahead and have this, go ahead and repair it, 84,000. If you use all the charges, it's going to cost you like 110,000 per run. So right here you can see I have full inventory of skillers. You're not going to want to have that. You want to have open space to pick up orbs and wands and different scepters and things like that that can roll with skills on it, because those can be worth like up to 35k, and pick up different armors like body armors, because those high level elite bases for armors anyways, quite often even the mid-level ones are 35k. So you want to make sure you pick up items that total up to at least like 100,000 per run so you can repair this. So I beg you, do not sleep on the budget Enigma Nightslayer Puzzler. So next up, we're taking a look at our Barbarian here, but we're taking a look at a glove piece. And this is not a full set, not even a partial set, but this is just one individual piece for a particular set that is used all the time on a ton of melee characters. The Barbarian is just a fill-in for really any melee character, and that is Laying of Hands, Brambled Mitts. Now this thing really has 3 things that hugely help you out. First of all, 20 increased attack speed. If you're any melee character, that's obviously going to help you out. A massive, and I say massive, 350% enhanced damage to demon, and also a crucial 52 fire res. Fire res in hell difficulty, I probably don't need to warn you about this. It can absolutely melt you.
No.
Making it up right there, great spot to get there on the gloves. Now in Diablo 2 Resurrected, all the act bosses, they're all demons, and as for the other monsters in the game, geez, I don't know, probably 50, 60, 65% of the monsters are demons as well. So this enhanced damage to demons is a huge amount, and it helps you out in a ton of different places. One thing about right here too, there's not really a lot of other great options. There could be some rare gloves that you could get leech on and some resistances and a few other things, but not a whole lot of stuff that's going to help you out as much as this increased attack speed along with that huge damage to demons. So this one kind of falls in here by default for a lot of melee characters, Laying of Hands. So if you ever plan on rocking any melee character, make sure you don't forget about this one. Now it looks like we're on the same character and I didn't really move, and that's because I didn't. There's another thing on this Barbarian, another thing that's great for melee characters that's absolutely crucial to know about, and that is the Angelic set. But it's just some low level set. What, the sword has like 2 to 8 damage on it or something? Well, you don't want to pay attention to that stuff, because actually you want to take a look at what we call the dual Angelics, and when they say that, they're talking about both the amulet up here, which with the partial set you get 75 to life, you see right there, 3 to light radius, 20% goes to mana. What's the big deal about that? Well, it's actually what more so comes on the ring, and that is based upon character level. You get over 1,000 attack rating. It's going to be dependent on how high a level your character is, but it can go all the way up over 1,000 attack rating. And right here is one that I think I'm going to go ahead and show you in action. We'll just battle order up and we'll go ahead and whirlwind out here. Now you see we're hitting a few hit. And yeah, we're hitting some stuff, but you know, we're actually missing quite often too, as you can see. Let me go ahead and reset and throw the ring and amulet on. And now that those are equipped, you actually land way more shots. As you can see going across, you can see the flash as we hit. And you actually see a lot more shots that are landing because we have so much more attack rating. Now the build's not set up perfectly. Actually ran out of mana, but you actually land way more blows because that attack rating, we can go ahead and pull it off and put it back on, and you can see what the difference is between the number of hits you make and what you don't. So here with the whirlwind damage, we have the attack rating, 89% chance of landing a blow. Once we take this stuff off, that goes down to 71%. So that is actually a huge difference that absolutely boosts up your kill speed, your clear speed, boosts up the amount of DPS you put out. So if you're ever on any melee characters where you need to worry about landing blows, if you're playing a Zealer, if you're rocking like Whirlwind like I'm doing right here, or maybe even Frenzy, think about using that dual Angelics. Now here we are back on the Sorceress, and a ton of characters, not just the Sorceress, but if you're talking about the Hammerden, if you're talking about a Wind Druid, you probably are going to be using a Spirit Monarch. Look at the resistances down there. You have 35 to cold, lightning, and poison. But there is one glaring missing resistance right here, and that is Fire Res, a place that people always go ahead and make this up. It's down at the boots, and that is why you never want to forget about Alder's Advance. Now you can run incredibly fast with these because the 40 walk run, they got 50 to life, but the most crucial thing, you make up that fire res that you don't have on that Spirit Monarch. Now you could make that fire res up with some rare boots that had the res on it and stuff too, but actually these are absolutely clutch, and you're probably more likely to get the fire res on these and the randomness of rolls to get on something like a good set of rare boots. So these Alder's boots are used a ton of times on these type of builds. Now remember, this goes with almost every caster that uses a spirit. You can throw these on. So there's definitely different types of assassins, trap assassins, that maybe you're rocking Heart of the Oak and the Spirit. Maybe you're rocking the Hammerden. Maybe you're rocking the Fist of the Heavens Paladin. Any of the different Sorceress builds, Blizzard, Fireball, Lightning perhaps. So any of those ones that you're using Spirit on, you're probably going to want to use these Alder Advance to go ahead and make up that fire res. Of course, if you're doing any fire builds and you do have a Fire Sunder Charm down here as well, you can make up that fire res as well over here on the boots. Now these can roll up to 50. I forget the minimum. Is it 25 or 30? Can't remember off the top of my head, but you want them to roll as close to 50 as possible. So now we're going to slide in at you with some honorable mentions, because these are ones that maybe the average person doesn't have to know about, but maybe you're going to play for a little bit longer, get a little more advanced, and you want to maybe try some different builds, maybe try some of these sets out. They're not going to be putting the Hammered into shame or anything like that, but all these other pieces can be used in some certain circumstances that maybe just above the most casual player would want to know about. And you're looking right here, that beautiful gold glow. We're talking about the full Immortal King set. Now, testing this build out kind of semi-recently in the last few years, it's a little bit better than I even remember. You can see the full set, 3 to barb skills, you get attack rating, life, all res, a bunch of great stuff there, but the partial set bonuses here, especially look at the armor right there. Fire, lightning, cold, you get some more hit recovery there too. A ton of great partial set bonuses there on the armor. Up on the helmet right here, you don't get any partial set bonuses, but really, you can kind of stack up good Magic Find on here if you wanted to. You can go ahead and stick some Isrunes up in there to get some Magic Find or some Topazes, and it's already got 40 Magic Find on it already. And then you jump down to the boots, and actually as a partial set bonus, you actually only need 2 set pieces to get the 25% Magic Find on the boots too. So there is actually an opportunity to wear just on your Barbarian the Immortal King's helm and the boots to get 25 Magic Find here, and then you're throwing 24 Magic Find per Topaz, so you're talking about 88 Magic Find on the helmet, I believe, if my math is correct, just for those 2 pieces. But here we're actually rocking the full set, so we actually get a couple combat skills down here as well. The boots by themselves, you get you to run real fast with the 40 walk run and 44 to life. Taking a look at the belt, you know, you get some okay stuff here for the partial set. You already get lighting and fire res and strength. All great stuff to have when you're a melee character and when you're the barbarian, getting more strength like that. Over on the gloves here, you get dual.
Are you tired of stuff falling between your armrest and your seat and your vehicle? I am.
Leech. We got mana and life, so great to get that. You get increased attack speed, and it's not always great to have cold damage or any freezing target on a barbarian, because in the body shatter you can't use find item, but it does slow down the characters you then hit, so maybe adding a little safety, you do get 2 to freeze his target. Now on the maul you get a bunch of different elemental damages. I guess that does help you out, deal a little bit more damage, but it really doesn't help you out too much. But pretty cool that just on the maul in general, 250 damage to undead, 200 to demons. It's already got 200 enhanced damage. It's got 40 increased attack speed. You do get 2 open sockets there, which I have nothing in, but you could go ahead and boost that up with some jewels, with some runes, or whatever you end up putting in there. And awesome that it also gets 40% there, crushing blow. I believe that rolls within a range. 40 is probably perfect. So we'll just test it super quick out here at Eldritch and Shank, and this is actually utilizing the Angelic's partial set that I was talking about a minute ago too. So as you can see, your landing blows, your poison, everything. You can see the static shooting out there, or not the static, but the lightning, excuse me. So see, it's not like the best, it's not the hammered in, it's not the, you know, next most powerful build in the game, but it absolutely does work pretty good. And consider melee characters tend to fall behind or lag here in Diablo 2 Resurrected. I think it works okay. If you want to try something a little bit different and you want to utilize full sets, you can take a look at the full Immortal Kings. Next up for the honorable mentions, we're taking a look at another full set that, once again, when I tested it out after some of the changes in Diablo 2 Resurrected, and I will mention that a lot of the sets got different boosts and stuff from Diablo 2 LOD to Resurrected. This one was, once again, better than I expected. And if you haven't guessed it already, judging by the silver and the glow, we're taking a look at the full Mavina set. And you can go ahead and glance at the full set there. Bonus in the gold, 100 magic find, 50 to all resistance, strength dex, 3 to Amazon skills. So you can go ahead and get all of that. What a boost right there. 100 magic find, I love to see it. Up here to Mavina's diadem, the partial set, you actually get a skill attack rating to land more shots, and 25 all resistance. The diadem doesn't really have a whole lot of other stuff on there to help you out. Over on the bow, you get a couple of skills. Once again, not really a ton to help you out over here. The 40% increased attack speed probably is the biggest boost there. Down in the gloves is actually one thing that kind of steers this build into one direction and helps out the damage quite a bit. You see it adds 20 to the cold skill damage. So that's the route that I would recommend you go if you use this full set. As for a partial set, you go ahead and pull off a few pieces, bang one piece, and you lose the cold skill damage. So unfortunately, if you kind of want to use this build, just in my opinion, you kind of got to use the full set. And just a note, I did decide to utilize this other set piece I already mentioned you to take a look at, Alder's Advance, but let's hop out to a cold area, a place that's good for cold builds, and show you how good this one works. Now here we're hopping in the Stony Tombs, great for cold and fire builds. Now it would do even more damage if you actually had an infinity over the mercenary. I just went with insight, and this is just players 1, but you see 1 or 2 arrows just nukes these monsters down in an 85 area where you can find every single unique in the game. Just a couple of shots right here, bing bang boom, down these monsters go, man. Now definitely if you do get the more expensive rune word, the infinity there on the mercenary, players 3 is no problem at all. You can even do hires if you want to. I usually settled about on players 3 difficulty as the biggest balance between like fun to play and kill speed and reward and all that kind of good stuff. But you can see it does eat through the mana, so having some way to make up your mana, maybe chugging potions constantly, could be the route you go. But yeah, you can kind of see how good this full Mavina's cold bow actually works, so keep an eye on it if you want to try out something a little different. So here we are, and wait, this looks just like the full Immortal King set. He's glowing gold. Well, actually, I don't want you to look at this guy. I want you to look at this guy hiding over here. My boy, Wetter. What a great name there on a mercenary. We're actually looking at the full Sazabi set on the Act 5 Mercenary. Now, if you didn't know, Act 5 Mercenaries got a boost up here in Diablo 2 Resurrected from the way they were in old school LOD. And this actually set worked great here on this Act 5 Barbarian Mercenary. You can dual wield the sword. So actually, I got a Sazabi's and a Sazabi's. You could just have the full set and then have something like an Azarath over here, or that other rune word that I just edited in here that you can see it has a sanctuary aura. It knocks back undead. One group that's undead that people really like using this for is the Desace group in the Cast Sanctuary. So if you're running the Cast Sanctuary, you can constantly knock them back and stun them. But look at what you get for the full set. He gets life leech, he gets all res, physical damage reduction, poison length reduced, increased maximum life. He runs super fast because of the 40% walk run you get from the full set right here. And also I am using the Frenzy Barb, so he is running mega fast. So you see there is no like partial set bonuses or whatever, but the sword swing incredibly fast with a 40 increased attack speed. It also has, you see right there, it's similar to the Laying of Hands. 318% enhanced damage to demons, which there's a ton of demons in the game, including all of the act bosses. Now we'll go ahead and out here and let's just see how he does against this group just kind of all by himself. He's just kind of swinging away. He's not going to be like world killer, world beater, taking out Uber solo with this particular build. But look at him surviving. He's sitting right in the middle, leeching back like infinity life, and he's at no risk. So he's taking all of like the force away from you, and he's taking all the beating, and he's kind of doing perfectly fine. This is a weak and an easy area, I suppose. So if you're in the Cat Sanctuary, you might have to babysit him a little bit more. You see he killed a couple of monsters there. But yeah, against normal monsters, he's not really having much of a struggle. So that's the biggest thing. Your mercenary can stay alive and just tank for you for an incredibly long time. So don't sleep on this Sazabi set for your Act 5 mercenary if you want to, once again, try out something a little bit different. So this guy isn't glowing, but we actually do have a full set on him. But strangely enough, he's only level 25. But we are indeed using a full set, and that is full Saigons. Now people absolutely love throwing on this full set, not on an endgame character. This is not for endgame, but throwing it on for maybe your second character or third character for a playthrough, because you can just absolutely walk through the game with this incredibly powerful low-level set. If you don't see, required level on all these items is 6. 6, 6, 6, 6. Just only required level 6, so you can put stuff on incredibly early. The one limiting factor is you see the strength requirement 70, 75, 63, 60, 60, and 70. That's pretty high for early on, so almost at level 6, I don't know if you can even get your strength up to level 70 at that point. But a little bit after that, eventually you can get it up to 70, and this set is incredibly powerful early on. Look at all the stuff, 24 to maximum fire damage. If you're in Act 1, 2, 3, that's actually a ton of damage, shockingly enough, early on in normal difficulty. That's from the full set. You got a bunch of life leech, you have fire res, you see the partial set bonuses there, attack rating, and 50 magic bind. There's actually quite a bit there on the boots. You got the walk run, the cold res, there's so much great stuff. Attacker takes damage of 20 at like level 6. 20 damage is a lot. The monsters are going to be hitting you, and sometimes it's dropping dead. Up here, 200 attack rating, so you're going to be landing a ton of shots. There isn't actually anything over here, but I mean, the shield's got 70% chance to block. Well, actually, 69.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
And it's got 1 to all skills at level 6. Gloves, a ton. 30% increased attack speed at 6. Level 6 on gloves. Now, normally rare gloves or even the laying of hands only have 20. So if my brain's doing me right here, I think 30 increased attack speed is the most you can get on gloves in the entire game on this level 6 set. So if you ever find this stuff, maybe on your first playthrough, you're out there magic finding, trying to gear up your sorceress, and you have an idea that you may want to maybe play through the game by yourself or with some friends, and you want to kind of have some gear to kind of start out and absolutely wreck, maybe you should start saving some of these Saigon pieces, and people are just going to be laughing at how you're absolutely wrecking the playthrough.
Since when has your mom been so carefree?
Enjoy the confidence of filing with H&R Block's 100% accuracy and maximum refund guarantee. Maybe a little too much confidence.
Instant recharging.
So there's been a situation in Classic WoW. That's right. Been a situation in Classic WoW where Zico, a notorious rank 1 gladiator, got into a Makara, a duel to the death with this
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. Inventory is full. It's still recharging.
No.
Bestial Wrath.
It's Bestial Wrath. Oh no. No way! Dude.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. Not enough mana. That spell isn't ready yet. I need to get closer. It's still recharging. I need mana.
circle range.
Berserker range.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Maddie, stop showing us your true form.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. Still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
How? That'll cry. Fearsome cry that desecrates or decreases enemies' defense rating and physical damage resistance. Taunt, shout. Battle command, battle orders. Damn.
It's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. I can't carry anymore. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
God damn, that thing's hideous. Fucking nightmares on that one. Frenzy stun. Stun. Where the fuck's stun? Oh.
I need to get this. It's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I'm in rage. It's too far away.
One more of those and we're done.
It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
There's a place.
I can't cast that yet.
Yeesh.
It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. Range.
Berserker range.
are safe for the moment.
You have... Yes?
Oh shit, I forgot that's a thing. Whoops. Sword, axe, dagger, mace, fighting skills. Oh hell yeah.
Well, my rogues. Yes?
Dex or 71 dex, 45. 71 strength, 45 dex.
It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
43 strength, 51 strength.
Intimidation.
Good day.
I need to get closer. I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
Bestial wrath.
I can't cast that yet.
Let's go. I can't get myself gold, right? Okay.
It's too far away. It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I shall meet death head on.
Did I literally just one-shot her? Huh. That is too funny.
Good riddance, Blood Raven.
I'll put that to good use.
It is clear. Good day.
Telekinesis, faster cast rate. Cold enchant? Cold enchant? Yeah, we good.
Good evening.
recharging. That spell's already out. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That spell's already out. That's still recharging. That spell's already out. I can't cast that yet. Stones are ancient.
Rapid fire. Bestial round intimidation. Good to see you.
Oh, it's literally next level.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
I'm frozen. Can't move. I literally can't move. Holy. Yeah.
Hello. Ah, very. The order welcomes you.
Didn't mean to do that. Run, walk, poison damage, enhance maximum damage, defense.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. Let's start recharging.
What can I do for you? Berserker range.
Deckard Cain, you've got to get out of here.
what you need.
Good evening.
That spell isn't ready yet. Let's still charge it. I can't cast that yet.
Bro, no fucking way, man. Oh, he hasn't kicked me out yet.
Death Wish down.
That smells brilliant.
I don't remember which way it is. I guess this way.
That smells brilliant. Impossible. Not enough mana. Impossible. Take this to Chelsea. No one should ever be caged. I can't.
Alright, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm tired.